Kalau saya lalu nama orang saya kicau hamil ni, because we are concrete kicau. So actually isi orang orang lah, tapi kita sekarang isi orang means four types of people who really want to practice meditation. Why it is so necessary to practice meditation? People like us, we are afraid of we are afraid of samsara. You know what is samsara? Cycle of birth, death, birth, death. We are very frightened of it. Because once you die, immediately rebirth. No waiting for 49 days. Some people say 49 days. But who is the person who keeps account? No accountant, no account. Only thing is, science has already proved we are a collection of energy, and energy is never lost. The moment you die, it is reformed. Ice becomes solid, ice becomes liquid, it becomes water, water becomes gas, steam. It is like that. It is never lost. Actually, when you diagnose ice, it is H2O. And then when it is water, H2O. When it is steam, also H2O. So, science says energy is never lost. It's changed form. In previous lives, all of us were not human beings. Some of you in the Deva world, some of you in the animal world, some of you in hell, some of you born as pretas. That's why if you analyze yourself, some of you are very greedy, some of you are very angry, some of you are very selfish. All this because of tendencies. So there are four types of people who are born in this world. One is the moment they hear this Dhamma, they attend. And they attend what? Arahanta straight away. There was one monk whose name was Darucharya. The Buddha only said 4 lines. In the sin, there is only what is sin. In the hurt, there is only what is hurt. So in the sin, what is sin? In the sin means form. And in the form, there is no such thing as, there is only the shape, form. And then there is no such thing as a beautiful or ugly, no. Form never tells him it is ugly, it is beautiful. But form has got this shape. When there is a shape, we have idea. When it is a guitar shape, it's a woman. When it's the barrel shape, it's a man. That concept is coming. So, the first type of people, Buddha told like Darucharya, in the scene there is only what is seen. So when they see anything, they only see form. There is no pretty form, there is no ugly form. It is the thinking that makes you say it is beautiful or it is ugly. So thinking is the one. Once you start thinking, concept has arisen. You are not seeing reality. You are seeing conceptualized Dhamma. So the one is Ugatithanu is the one, first type of people. They hear something, straight away. But they don't get straight away, first stage. They get first stage Sotapatti, Sakadagami, Anagami, and then Arahanta. But Buddha says, the moment when you flick your fingers, more than 1 billion times, not million, billion times, 1,000 million times. And you require only 17 thought moments to attain Sotapatti. Another 17 Sakadagami, another 17 Anagami, another 17 Arahanta. Still within. That's what Ananda, when he says, when he listens to the Buddha and everything else, at once straight away he gets his what I call Sotapatti. Then after that no more. Why no more? He is so attached to the Buddha. So because of attachment, he has lost his chance of becoming an Arahanta. So concerned with the Buddha. But the Buddha told him, 3 months after I go away, you will attain. Although he has by-hearted everything, he knows everything, still you cannot attain. So, when 3 months, exactly 3 months after Buddha was passed away, he was lying down. The moment he was lying down with mindfulness, Sakadagami, Anagami, before he touched the pillow, Arahanta. Never touched the pillow, he gets up. So this Ugatitano is the first type of people. Very sharp, they attain. Second type of people are Vipachitano. Vipachitano is a person who listens to the Buddha very attentively and then he attains. Just like Mangalana Sariputta. Mangalana attained 1 week after. At first when he heard only he attained Sotapatti. And then after 1 week he attained Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta. So with Sariputta took 2 weeks to attain. So that one is Vipachitano. He listens to the Dhamma and then he concentrates, then after some time he gets it. So these 2 type of people now no more in this world. Because we have passed the period already. Now we have to struggle very hard. That's why you all know, Chinja, troublesome, struggling so hard, still cannot get Sotapatti. But you have to try very hard because now the Buddha says Satsana will last 5,000 years. Now it's over the middle line already. So when it's over the middle line, it means you have come up to the top and you are declining now. So declining period now, so we have to struggle very hard. But that does not mean we are going to miss the thing. A lot of people will attain if you struggle. One day I asked this Mahasi Sayadaw people, how many people attain? And they told me that man who was a monk, who was actually following this Upandita, and he quietly told me about 60% of the people who followed, struggle in Mahasi Sayadaw, they attain. Attain Sotapatti. Once attain Sotapatti, I tell you, it is better than you strike social welfare 20 times. 1 time 2 million, 20 times 40 million, isn't it? What is the use? When you die, you brought nothing, not even 5 cents. You cannot bring 5 cents along. All you leave behind. So now they are left with another 2 types. The other type is Neya and Paduparama. Neya people are when they listen to the Buddha's talking and then they read a lot, they hear the teacher talk a lot, they practice very hard. Like now we are people who are Neyas, if we attain. We are struggling, practicing. Some people take 7 days, which I think cannot now. Some people take 7 years, which also very susah. There were cases like Sona, Tera, Sona, more than 10 years. And he took 30 years to attain. There are people who took more than 30 years to attain a Sotapatti, first stage of sainthood. So if you all really want to try, you must try very hard. So you might belong to the Neya type. You have to struggle very, very hard. Another type is Padaparama type. Padaparama type, they are born with 2 roots. When they are born with 2 roots, how much they struggle, they will not attain. Even if they try for 50 years, they cannot attain. But then what is the purpose of the struggling? When they are practicing now, they develop the tendency. The next life, Deva world. And the next life, they will attain. Why? Because in heaven, very conducive for concentration. But then they must be very careful if they are born among the devas who are delighting, chasing after sense objects. Everything they see beautiful, every time they smell, better than channel 22. Everything they hear, they smell, they touch, they taste, they think, or everything, these six sense doors. Very wonderful. And if they enjoy all these things, no chance of meditation. No chance of meditation, what will happen? The next life they come down, human world. And at that time, you will be very low, beyond this, what you call, another 36 million years, which means to say probably no more Dhamma. And when you come to no more Dhamma, can you practice? No more. So you are going down, pop, 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 pop. Until you reach Avicii hell. Avicii hell. Why is called Avicii hell? There they torture you until non-stop, 24 hours non-stop. There are certain hells, there are 8 major hells and 136 altogether smaller hells. And all these hells, you have to undergo hardship. At certain hells, they have such things as evening already, today close, so you can rest. So at night you rest. So you have got a break for you to relax. But if you are in Avicii hell, non-stop, like this Devadatta, he spears with 5 spears. One from the top down to the bottom. Legs 2, hands 2, 5. So these 5 things are continuously, and he is undergoing the pain of these 5 things continuously. Until eventually even that thing also not so much pain, because after that you can tolerate. Then they about turn you. When they about turn you, it's just like fish. Not just like that, look, you dig out and then ball again. So that is called continuous torturing in Avicii hell. So these 4 types of people, let us hope that you are all in the near time, so that you practice hard, you attain. But if you are in the Pada Parama type, don't worry, carry on. Practice until you get your Anusaya. Anusaya means Kwansi, already fixed already, so that every time when you practice, you attain your Samadhi and you go very deep into your Samadhi. So that is the one. On another occasion, the Buddha said there are 3 types of people. One type is without taking medicine, he is sure to get well. Another type is when he takes medicine, also he is going to die. Somehow he is going to die. The third type of people, Buddha says, if he meets the right people and the people gives him the correct Dhamma, he will attain. Otherwise, he cannot attain. In other words, this is another way of interpreting the 3 types of people. The 4 types, they have already cut it off into these 3. One is people, somehow or other he will attain to this life. And there are people who met previous Buddhas, and previous Buddhas will say, you will attain only in the next sasana, when in the Buddha of Gautama Buddha, you will only attain. And this sort of people, there might be a very few. Then they practice somehow or other, they seem to get the right teacher, and they are very conducive things to make that attain. They will attain. These are people who have got promised by previous Buddhas. So I hope you will also be one of those people promised by previous Buddhas that you are going to attain. We hope you will attain very well. That's one type. Another type, how you struggle, you are going to die because you are 2 roots. And the third one is, you are born with 3 roots. But whether you are going to attain or not, nobody knows. That depends on your mind. And there's an example. During the Buddha's time, there was this Mahadana. Mahadana was a very rich man. $800 million. he himself, and his wife another $800 million. And then these two people got married, but they have no education. The father said, we are so very rich that if my son spends 1,000 a day until he's 100 years old, still cannot finish. So they don't do any reading or anything. They don't, in other words, uneducated, but fabulously rich. And he was born with 3 roots. The wife also born with 3 roots. But no attainment, because why? Inside the mind there is this kilesa. You know what this kilesa? Sime, the mind's dirtiness, greed, hatred, delusion, very strong. And this Mahadana, when the father died, he received altogether $1,600 million. And within a few years he got into trouble. When the father died, only kilesa means enjoying sense object. And his house, although big bungalow, every night show, all the India's artists will come. And when he likes certain artists, he will show, 5,000. After that you see another one, very dancing as well, 10,000. So, later on, the middle part of his life, became a bankrupt. Sold everything, even the house they had to stay also was sold. And they have come up and start begging. And one day the Buddha saw, caught, and the Buddha shook his head. And then Ananda asked, "My Lord, why you shake your head when you look at them?" He said, "Look, Ananda, this Mahadana, if he renounced the world when he was young, he will become an Arahanta. And the world will become an Anagami. But they have missed the chance. No more." Then Buddha said, in the middle part of the life, if they become a monk, the husband will be Anagami and the wife will be Sakadagami, second stage of sainthood. Still they miss the boat. And in the last stage, when they are old, the Buddha said, if they have become a monk, this man will become a Sakadagami and the wife will be a Sotapan. Now he said, look, Ananda, all gone, lost. Lost. So you can see this is another horrible thing. In other words, all of us must be very aware that deep inside us, greed, hatred, delusion is very, very strong. And every one of us here, even not only here, even those people who have been monarchs, world monarchs, even devas, even Sakadeva Raja, even Brahmas, all of them have got a lot of evil energies accumulated in their storehouse, but not yet ripened. Anytime that thing ripens, they will fall into apaya. Why? Because of one thing in it. They have not seen non-self, no I, no mind. Mandarin says, 不是我的, no I, no mind. And you are all practicing Vipassana meditation. What is the purpose? The purpose is to attain a Satapati where you can see no I, no mind. When you attain that stage, no more. All those accumulations which are going to take you down to hell, no more. Why no more? Because all the evil things that you have been doing based on only one thing. And that one thing is I and mine. You look down on me, I will, Chinese say, Pachiki Horukao. I will teach you a lesson. This is all caused by the The idea of the I and the mind. So, the most horrible thing is this. Once you can control, see that there is no I, no mind, not by thinking. Thinking cannot make you attain. You must see rising, falling, rising, falling, rising, falling, until eventually you come to a stage where you attain. What do you mean by attain? You see nirodha, cessation. Cessation of what? Perception, feelings. There's no perception, there's no feelings. When there's no feelings, no perception, there's no I am sad, my car, my wife and children, mine no more. And you understand what is sunyata, home. And this sunyata is different from what the other monks are saying. Other monks say, we also see sunyata. But you all see sunyata by understanding the 7 stages of purification. You see the first stage of purification, you see the sila visuddhi is there. Then chitta visuddhi, purification of mind. Then the 3rd thing, purification of view. Then the 4th, purification of, you see, conditionality, you will see all these things. There are 7 altogether. I don't want to deal on all these things. I just tell you that we will look up the thing, 7 stages of purification. You come to the 7 stages, jnana dasana visuddhi. Jnana, he sees it already. Not by thinking. Everything right in front of you, the thing is there. So you will listen to some of my tapes, but my tapes are all in Hokkien. I will repeat it in Chinese. Abe lai si lu chai ve lai liao. Lai si lu chai. Some of you cannot understand. Who cannot understand Hokkien? Tell me. Show me. Wow, Cantonese people. All Cantonese. In KL, all Cantonese. But you all can understand now. The first thing that you will see, no thinking, right in front of him, he saw emptiness. Now if I say, can you imagine emptiness? He say, yes, I can. Kong, empty. What is Kong? Kong is a space with a lot of air or no air. That also is a concept. But you see it is different. And you ask me, when you experience, I will tell you, tell me, how you see Nirvana, You cannot talk. Because you use any words, it is concept. That's why it's very wonderful. You experience, and the way you experience and then you talk is different from people who read and then start to talk. And then you call them, they say, I also don't know. But no, you see it very clearly. Kong is Kong. So, we hope you are one of those nayas. Somehow or other you are going to get later on, but maybe a later part of your life. And then if we are in the Padaparama type, which means to say you are not going to get, you don't bother, because you are building up your tendencies. When you are building up your tendencies and you develop this tendency, the next one you are going to attain enjoyment. So there are a lot of people who are talking nonsense in the sense that they say, present day people have passed the Buddha Sasana. The Buddha said, my Sasana will last 5,000 years. So, within these 5,000 years, the Tipitaka will be there. And the Buddha said it very clearly, as long as there are Tipitakas, and as long as people are reading the Tipitakas and practicing the Tipitakas, the 3 baskets, they will surely attain, if they have got the paramis. If they don't have the paramis, you are going to develop some jhanas. Not jhanas, jhanas, N-A-N-A-S, jhanas. My pen is not here. Jhanas, N-A-N-A-S, jhanas. About Gola. Who has about, quite bought that? Make sure so I want you all not to be confused, not to be confused, and then so that you understand what is yanas, what is jhanas. J-A-N-N-A, jhana, J-H-A-N-N-A. Jhana, what is yana? N-A-N-A. Usually it's like that with ya. Jnana. Actually nasal sound, jnana. This is jhana. Jhana are people who practice samatha meditation. When they practice samatha meditation, they enter the first stage of jhana, second stage of jhana, third stage of jhana, fourth stage of jhana. Then they go to arupa jhanas, another 4. Altogether 8 jhanas. What is jhana? Jhanas are people who practice so thoroughly that all the 5 hindrances disappear. What are the 5 hindrances? Sense object disappear. Dislike disappear, or aversion disappears too. The second is your laziness, sloth and torpor disappears. The fourth is your restlessness, wandering like one after another, coming to you. And the fifth one is your doubts. I've been practicing so long. I think they are Suvarna talking all nonsense. I don't get anything. So all these things are, this they call nivadanas. They hinder you. Everybody has got these 5 things. So if you can concentrate on these 5 things, and then you will have other good 5 things coming in. That is called jhanas. And when you attain jhanas, at the moment you attain jhanas, there's no seeing, no hearing, no smelling, no tasting, no touching. Even if it sees, there's no likes and dislikes. Like is craving, dislike is aversion. No. So he is a very calm, serene person. But jhanas are wisdom factor. And when you want to attain this sotapan, you must have 16 jhanas. Jhanas 16. 1, 2, 3 up to 12. After 12, then wonderful. And then 13, 14, 15, 16. They come to you, one shot, plop, 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 plop. Like you take one mantle, you touch on, all down. So try very hard. After 12, one by one you try. You clear one. So you attain, so you welfare lottery you will throw away. Buddha said, better than to become Sakadeva Raja. King Kong is also useless. Even if you become a universal monarch, also useless if you don't have this jhana. So people are now talking that, no need lah, now don't bother lah. I know I cannot attain. I will ask Amitabha Buddha to help me. So Amitabha Buddha put on the roof. You hold me, I will take you to Sukhavati. Then Sukhavati, you will go up. Punana. Impossible. So that's why we are very brave. If you feel hurt, please don't scold me. The Buddha said it. So if you really scold me, the Buddha said, you must practice yourself. What did the Buddha say? I, as the Buddha, show you the way. You must practice. If you don't practice, you don't think that somebody will come. In samsara, Buddha said, you help yourself. So you think your temper is bad, you better destroy your temper. If you think your greed is bad, you destroy your greed. When the greed disappears, anger disappears, delusion disappears, boom, it comes up. It is called a spontaneous appearance of Nibbana is seen by you. So try very hard, very, very hard. Because this greed, hatred, delusion has been with us millions and millions and millions, not of one, of aeons. Aeons. You know one year, how long? You remember? Did I tell you? I think you all have heard when I was talking in KL. 7 months, 7 months, 7 months. 100 years, one man rub. And these 7 months, these 7 months have still disappeared. Also not ordinary rock, granite rock, solid rock. So you can imagine, in times of years, Buddha said, there is no figure, right? So today I'm going to talk to you, is that we hope that. So today I'm going to talk to you. If you want to know whether you are practicing correctly, Buddha said it very, very clearly already. No other way. That's what the Buddha said. Eka yano ayang vikare mago satanang visuddhiya sukha paridevanang. Buddha says, Eka yano. Eka means one. Yano is the way. Only one way, only no other way. Now people say 84,000 ways. If 84,000 ways, the whole world will be full of arahantas. Many people are meditating, but can't get. And the Buddha's way is what? If you really practice it, Ekayano ayang bikave mago. Sattanang visuddhya. Satta means beings. Visuddhi, purified beings. Only one way. And the way is Mahasatipatthana, Kayanupasana, Vedanupasana, Chittanupasana, Dhammanupasana. Concentration on the body, concentration on the feelings, concentration on your mind, concentration on these other qualities like nivaranas, the dhatus, all these things. Seeing consciousness, hearing consciousness, how they appear, all these things you must know. So when you have got all these four things, you are going into the exact path which the Buddha showed. If it does not have these four things, something is wrong. Very simple. So Kayanupasana, mindfully establishing on physical phenomena. Physical phenomena, what is going on in your body. And physical phenomena, attention firmly established in the rise and fall. Just watch the rising and the falling. And tantamount to attention on all things. It is just like watching everything already. Only in the rising, falling is minor matter. You just watch. Now you do not know. The time will come, you will say, nothing but minor matter. And how will it come? The 5 nivaranas must be wiped out. No more. Then your mind is so calm, so serene, so penetrative. Then you see things differently. Then you see only movement. Then you see another movement. Then you see another movement. Then you see another movement. And you know that this is a body that is moving. And then after that when you say, it's the body that is moving, then you start developing. Oh, is the body moving? Is the mind knowing? Is the body moving? Is the mind knowing? And without the hindrances, the mind is so calm, so pure, so tranquil, so what we call penetrative. You understand, there's no I, there's only the body moving, there's the mind knowing it is moving. And then you will say, now it is moving up. And his mind knows that it is moving up. The body does not know. So gradually you find to control. Why do you have to control this attention on all things? At least for 1 to 3 hours daily. So you are all laymen. I want you all to go home and practice seriously at least 1 hour a day. After that, gradually go to 2 hours a day, gradually to 3 hours a day. If you can go more, better. You will be faster. Don't come like that and sit down. Actually, I'm not very happy that you all come for a few days. I tell you why. Now these few days, you are fighting to control these 5 nivaranas. There's a Chinese saying, Guan Gong Kui Ngo Guan. You are fighting to cross these 5 things. And by the time you are going to conquer, you say, I'm going home, time up already. No. If you really want to come, start around for 2 weeks. Then the second week, you are penetrating. First thing you are fighting the enemies, then you go into another stage. But before you start another stage, surrender, I'm going back home. That's very wrong. People like me, I'm all hair white. Every time when I look, Kau Tang. You know, Kau Tang means time right already. I'm going away. So when you understand the seriousness of practice, very serious you must be. So, firmly establishing on mental attention and the rise and fall. Of course, in the real Dhamma book, it is not on the rise and fall. It is on the in-breathing and the out-breathing. But we put rise and fall because our method, as taught by Mahasi Sayadaw, is on the rise and fall. And if you analyze this rise and fall and the breathing in and out are the same, because the main thing is to see the body or physical phenomena. Physical phenomena consists of 4 things. Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. Earth, water, fire, wind. You must be able to see them so clearly, but you don't say wind as wind, and you don't say water as water, you don't see earth as earth. We ask you to concentrate on the elements of earth, elements of fire, elements of water, elements of heat. And Buddha says, you can only see them by that sensation. When you touch solid, you know solid element is great. When you touch the carpet, soft. Solid element is soft, is small, so it gives you softness. When you touch heat, when you see heat element is great. When you touch cold, heat element is very little, hot and cold. When you see motion, it's the wind element. Then when it's vibrating, also wind element. Or it's the stiffness, wind element. You remember the toy. When you blow the balloon, then the toy stands up. When you let go the air, drop down. So you remember some of these things. Wind element. But water element is a mental thing. You have to do a little thinking. But sometimes when you feel hot, the thing is dropping down. What do you hear? What do you feel? Motion. What is motion? It's not water. It's not sweat. So, wind, this water element, it gives you 2 types of characteristics. Just like flower, corn flower. You put water, it clusters into a lump. When you put more water, it starts flowing. So the character of water is to cohese or coagulate. And when you put no more, it flows. So you see, by concentration on the body, you get this. Then you must concentrate on feelings. Every time when you feel nice, soft, wonderful, happy, pleasurable feeling. Every time when you are disgusted, miserable, unpleasant feeling, also there. And every time when you feel neutral feeling is there. Don't go too far. There are a lot of people who describe Vedana, about 100 types of Vedana or feelings. But we don't go that far. You know that there are this type of feeling, physical feeling, When a hammer drops my leg, adoy! Tono, that is physical feeling. But when somebody hurts you, that boyfriend says, I'm not going to marry you, then you say, you are very sad. That one is mental feeling. Then also is the boy said, forgive me, I'm sorry, I only joke with you. Then you say, happy feeling. All these things come. So feelings is just the group of feelings. Don't say that feeling comes. A group of feelings. It is a good feeling, it is a bad feeling, it is a neutral feeling. This is coming up and down. And is it your wish? Not your wish. It comes by itself. Out. Something which you like, you cling to it. Something which you don't like, you are adverse to it. Something which you are confused-minded, you are deluded with it. So that is called delusion. So it's a feeling group. We are not human beings. Human being is a concept. We are just a collection of 5 things. There's a body, there's a feeling, there's a thinking, there's mental formations of my greediness, my loving kindness, my compassion, or my selfishness. All these are called your Chinese called healing, or your mental formation, and then consciousness. What is consciousness? Also is collection. When your eyes see an object, seeing consciousness. When you smell something, smelling consciousness. When you hear something, hearing consciousness. Different altogether. Seeing means you use the eye and the object. But hearing, I cannot hear. This only hearing, another object. And it's not the shape, it's the sound. Soprano or low one, I don't know, all this sound, I don't know. Some people are very good. They know. So, consciousness, you'll find that we are actually a collection of 6 senses, 6 consciousness. Seeing consciousness, smelling consciousness, tasting consciousness, hearing consciousness, feeling consciousness, and thinking consciousness. All these 4 things come together. And we will analyze these 4 things. What are they? Conditions. There's no person. Now you see, that's why I sometimes read in the Abhidhamma. What did they say? Walking is there, not the person who walks. Eating is there, not the person who eats. Sitting is there, not the person who sits. Sometimes you think, why? Buddha talk all these things so very funny. But it is all full of meaning. Meaning why? Sitting is there, hardness. And then it gives you a hardness is there. That means the element of wood. And then song, nice. Yes. Feeling is there. And then a bit too tight because if you can get a cushion it will be better. Comfort is there, sensation is there, consciousness is there. So these 6 things jumping up and down one after another. If you analyze, there's no feel, there's no person. We are a collection of these 6. Vijnana. Vijnana means consciousness. So if you can remember Kaya, Vedana, Chitta. Chitta means thinking. You all have been meditating, you observe now, sometimes stray thoughts come. Do you like to have the stray thoughts? No. They came by themselves. Why can't you tell them, don't go now, don't come now, go away now, I don't want you, I'm going to concentrate. But the fellow won't listen to you. So how can you say, that is, stray thought is myself? No. That's why thinking is there, but not the person who thinks. You want me to analyze this, very interesting, but we don't go that far. And Dhammanupassana, when you are practicing rising, falling, and then you say, wow, very nice, very comfortable. Today I got hit. I really very, today wonderful. My meditation very nice, very nice. Then you say, because it is nice, you don't observe, you are attached to it, and after that you see. You're carried away. So you see sometimes light, it carries away. Dislike also carries away. Dislike what means? Stray thoughts will come. This fellow look down on me, that fellow talk bad about me, this fellow do this on me, I want to do that, this fellow say must be like that. Stray thoughts. So where is the person? Thinking is there, but not the person who thinks. Comes by itself. And why it comes by itself? Because of your accumulation. All along you are that type of people. Think, and then you don't want to think also it thinks. Tendency is there, very strong. So these four things, if mountain, and then you get small like a small little thing, also Petas, and then the Asuras. And in this world, and that's why we are frightened of samsara. Now, my Gautama, full of danger. So people who are teaching Vadi samsara, there's another type of Buddhist, they even ask me, Suwano, supposing I'm not practicing Vipassana meditation, or I go on to practice, I do evil. Then I do a lot of evil things. What happens? After I die, I'm also being suffering of me. Supposing now I'm Suwano, I do a lot of wicked things. And Suwano is not going to suffer. There will be another fellow, Ramaswamy is going to suffer. Say, I'll be born as an Indian, I'll be being Ramaswamy. He is another different body, so what I'll do if they tell you like that. Suwano has got body, feelings, thoughts, perception, consciousness. Body, feelings, thoughts, perception, consciousness. As Suwano, he has got these five things. When he is born as Ramaswamy also, body, feelings, thoughts, perception, consciousness. Body, feeling, the second type of feeling is terrible. Now I'm born as Suwano, not so terrible, but when I'm born as Ramaswamy, pain is there. Whether it's Ramaswamy, whether it's Suwano, pain is there. So when I'm born as Ramaswamy, if there is no pain, don't bother. Another type of being, but it's the pain. So you analyze and see, we cannot escape. Pain is there. A lot of people twist and turn and say, don't worry lah. We have to worry. If there's no feeling, come now, body feeling. No, body feeling none. Perception, mental formation, consciousness, no feeling. Very wonderful. It's because of feeling that we suffer. It's because of feeling that we clean. It's because of feeling that we are reborn. And one day somebody asked Sariputta, what is there in Nibbana when there is no feeling? And what did Sariputta say? Friend, because there is no feeling, there is wonderful thing. Feeling is there. If no feeling, okay, wonderful. Now supposing I get a knife, I want to kill him. You are going to happen now, sure, 100% now. Is he afraid now? Heaven, finished. But we are not certain. And he's going to suffer before he dies. I know the man. Especially you see how they cut the bundle. Round. Pain is there. You carry some wood and you get the prick now. Oh, so painful, how to pull out? No. Feeling is there. So actually more So when you have got this samsara, second thing is that Nandamatu, times when path and fruit cannot be obtained. People are talking like that now no more chance. This is called, Buddha never said that. Buddha said that As long as there are Tripitakas and people are reading and practicing, today all of you are practicing. Actually, the Noble Eightfold Path is here. So, to say that there is no path, no fruit, is wrong Dhamma. The third thing, defer effect until Parami ripen. Just like just now, Mahadana. Parami ripened, but he still didn't miss the chance because of Kilesa. Can understand Kilesa. He never bothers to struggle. And the fourth thing, believe that now only 2 roots. Anybody who don't understand these 2 roots or 3 roots, just tell me. You all can understand what are 2 roots, 3 roots. You understand now? That's it, tell me, I will answer. Because this can understand 2 roots or 3 roots. Can you all understand 2 roots or 3 roots? Cannot. Already cannot. Then I will explain to you. In your immediate previous life, not this immediate previous life, there was this dying moment. At the time when you are about to die, there will occur one last stop moment. And that last stop moment, today you are born as a human being, you are born with good roots. And the good roots are non-greed, non-hatred, non-delusion. Or non-greed or liberality is same thing. Non-hatred or loving kindness is there. Non-delusion or wisdom is there. So at the moment that when you are about to die, now that you are a human being, you have got good roots. And what are the good roots? 3. Non-greed is there or liberality is there. Non-hatred is there, which means loving kindness is there. Non-delusion is there, or wisdom is there. Of these 3 things, if the last stop moment is something that has liberality, today you are born quite a rich man. No anger or what we call loving kindness is there, you are born extra beautiful. Non-confusion is there, or wisdom factor is there, you are born intelligent. So some people make very good money, some people less money because of these 3 things. So, there was this 2 roots fellow. How did he get 2 roots? He met a girlfriend, and the girlfriend used to come to temple. And this fellow is not a believer. So, but the girlfriend says, come on, I'm going to MBMC lah. But he wants to please the girl. He said, okay lah, I'll come lah. And then the girl says, hey, today is the Sayadaw's birthday lah. Donate something lah. And actually he does not believe in this Dharma. But since he loves the girl says, good, okay lah, I give $10 lah. You don't know what is there lah. Whether good or no good, I don't care lah. Just because I love the girl, she said good, okay lah. So, there's no intelligence in there. But there's liberality. But if they call that liberality is caused by the love for that girl. So at the time when we give that $10, liberality is there. And then when there's liberality, there is also metta, in the sense that he loves the girl. So no anger is there. Born with 2 roots. Wisdom, no wisdom. Don't care what you do. If the girl say good, I don't care, I will say. But that girl, liberal, full of metta and wisdom, understand that it's karma that is the cause, whether are they born rich or poor. So she's born with 3 roots. Can see the point now? So 2 roots, 3 roots. Only when people are doing good only. When people are doing bad, they called no roots, they go through, they go down. But only for good people. But there's another one called no roots. How? You are born really a stupid fellow. But because of your good merits, you are born rich man. So some people are very rich, but gong tai tai. They say, hey, donate something for the temple. Temple, what temple? They are building a temple. A temple like that. There's so much money, give some. Okay, you take how much you want. Nothing he does. He knows nothing. So he's born rootless. So when he's born rootless, he will be born deaf, dumb, retarded, stupid. So there are 3 types of roots. 2 roots, 3 roots, or no roots. Because number 1 and 2 are about the same. When they are liberal, there is also metta. You can see them. So, one root, no. Wine, no. No roots, 2 roots and 3 roots. 3 roots people practice, and if they are hardworking, they will get it. But 2 roots people you practice, you never get it. But when you cannot get it, what is the purpose? Carry on until you get your tendency is there. When the tendency is there, then you will get it. In the immediate next life, because of the wisdom factor that you are cultivating now. So you can understand 2 roots, 3 roots, simple. This is Abhidhamma. And then your mental, then you must see physical sensation, mental processes of thoughts. And then you are called Nivaranas. So when you see or watching your rising and falling, you are practicing your physical phenomena, rising and falling. Iviyapatyo means your posture. Walking, you know you're walking. Sitting, you know you're sitting. Standing, you know you're standing. There are 4 postures. Lying down, you know you're lying. That's called Iviyapatyo. And then Sampajanas. You must also know Sampajanas. Sampajanas are clear comprehensions. There are few types of comprehensions you must know as a meditator. First meditation is that, supposing you are going to do meditation, and then you must know, is it the right time to do? Say, I'm going to the pagoda to meditate. But when you go to the pagoda, a lot of women are there, and you are men, and you want to go there and meditate. Is it the proper time? They are going around the pagoda round and round, and you want to go. So not appropriate. Although meditation is good, so you must know the proper time. And then sometimes you want to say anything, also you must know. So proper time you must know. And then there are certain things when you want to say. When you understand that everything that is on these 4 objects, then you know your meditation is correct. If I say, watch your mind now. Every time when there's a mind, follow the mind and think where you can go, how far can you go? Then you know, this is wrong. Because when you talk, you say, thinking, you are not to say, follow the thoughts. So you like the anger, you say, anger. Don't follow the anger. You say, anger, it disappears. But you will follow the anger. He swindled me, he cheated me. Next time I will swindle him back. I will cheat him back. Thinking is there. So you see, anger is anger. Stray thoughts are stray thoughts. No thinking, then you are correct. Chitano means mental processes of thoughts. Every time we watch, a lot of people after stray thoughts, they follow their stray thoughts and they go 1 stray thoughts, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes they go up to 20 over stray thoughts. They say, I've been meditating but I'm thinking. So the 3rd one is Sampajanas. And the 4th one is what you call, I also, spectacle also cannot go. You have to practice. First, the beginner, when they practice, they will always have the shape of the abdomen. Then they say, my abdomen, paw, pee. Can you understand from pee? Can you not? Paw, pee. Some of you will say, Sairo, my abdomen like a balloon. Shape. The shape of everything is there. But you go up to the 4th jhana, no more shape. All 过程 is there, processes there. You see them very clearly. Only a continuous series of changing going on. For the near, like Mahadana, Kadambapana, King Ajata Satu, this one don't bother. So there you must see. We must always watch 3 things if we are going to progress. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. People like some of us who are quite elderly, like you also, and our friend also. You are young people, I cannot come you. But people like us, elderly, like our 2 gentlemen here, we are already old and we better work hard. We must take what we know. Ajiva Dhammaka Sila. Now offers we must start permanent 8 precepts. People like us, no time to waste, no. Okay, I will start now. I think people like us better take permanently. Myself, I permanently got like that because we are. First thing is that no killing, no stealing, no adulteries. The first thing is that no telling lies, no backbiting, no frivolous talk, no harsh words. Already 7. What is the 8th one, you know? Right livelihood. Actually, all of them got. Why not one day see a monk tell him, Bhante, I want to stick on with the... What is the now? And supposing, like in study, the problem is that 100%. We are safe. 100%, man. The Buddha says very clearly, those with the prominent precepts, they are the people who are sure to go to heaven. Sure. Clean and pure. So better take your 8 precepts one day. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These young people want to enjoy life. Let them enjoy a little bit in their own mind. No, I think so. So don't waste time, no. Better quick. The Kacha, Kafu, Kauna. There was this fisherman. Actually, they were robbers. During the Buddha Kassapa's time, they were robbers. Not Buddha Kassapa. After Buddha Kassapa, there were some. And then they were robbers. They killed a lot of people. And 500 of them. And there was a king who was very powerful. He says, this forest is full of robbers. So he surrounded his army. 20,000, all armed. So they knew they were going to die. Once they surrounded, no gap, they knew they were going to die. So what did they do? They saw some monks meditating there. So they knelt down and said, Bhante, Bhante, help us, we have got. Then the monk said, nobody can help you, only your sila. And they said, alright, help us. Alright, chant your 5 precepts. The moment they chant your 5 precepts, all the army close in. Then he's one of the robbers. Are you a robber? Yes. Chop. Then the friend also chop. Are you a robber? Yes. Chop. But they die with the consciousness that they keep the precept. They were world. This fact they kill a lot of people. They were world. And Gautama Buddha's time, they came down as fishermen. And Gautama Buddha was there. They came down as fishermen. And what happened? The father said, time for you to go and try some fish. First day when they caught fish, what did they get? A golden fish. And it was, they never see such a nice, beautiful fish. But when the fish opened the mouth, the whole tongue smells. So beautiful and yet so ugly smell. And what did they do? They told the father took on a boat, carried the boat, and saw the Buddha. And the Buddha told the story. This is Kapila, a monk, who made a lot of money, twisting Dharma to feed himself, and he became a very wonderful monk because he's so smart, so rich. So a lot of people are doing like that. A lot of money, 4 wives, 3 wives, monks. But this fellow repented and then came down. And then this Buddha spoke to this fish. Are you Kapila? The fish said yes. Where is your brother? My brother attained Nibbana. Where is your mother? Avicii. Where is your sister? Avicii. Where is the mother and father? The mother and the sister happy with this temple. They became very rich. Now what is the use? Then the Buddha asked, where are you going after this? I'm going back to Avicii. Because so many crimes. One crime after another is coming. And do you think he will come and meet Nitya Buddha? He might miss the boat. And my last advice to you all now. This is my last advice. I'm also old, maybe I might die any moment. If you don't practice now, and you do evil, you go down Avicii or other hell. When you are in hell, the Buddha says, you are caught in samsara, no chance of coming out. When Mitra Buddha comes, you miss the boat. That's why I ran away from home. Not that I didn't love my wife. I love her very much, but I ran away. If I don't run away, I'll get caught. When I get caught, no escape. And this world cycle got 5 Buddhas. And you see in the annals of these things, there were cases when 4 Buddhas appeared. After 4 or 5 Buddhas appeared, there will be several thousands of world periods, no Buddhas will come. When no Buddhas, no Arahanta. But there will be Pacceka Buddhas. Who will be the Pacceka Buddhas? Those who have made vows that they will be Pacceka Buddhas. No chance, no. That's why I always stop. I go on the Teochew side here. My Singha, one day your blessing comes and no more chance. This is my last advice to you all. Work hard for it. Attain Sotapatti. If you don't attain, try next life because you might be too rich. People want to waste time, let them waste time. There are people who are not afraid of samsara. People who are afraid of samsara, they run away. With that, I end up my teacher talk today.